Inmates. It's been a while since I've done a video. This video is a little bit different. I just want to reiterate that we are still living a life behind bars. Yes, you can see a mountain bike behind me. It's not any ordinary mountain bike, it's an electric mountain bike, otherwise known as e-mtb. Now, why have I got this here? As a lot of my subscribers will know, I moved into this property in December. It came with a groundsman. That groundsman has been here for 15 years and he was quite obviously worried about the future of his job here. But we wanted to reassure him that we couldn't manage these gardens without him. Not only that, it's his 60th birthday on Tuesday, and for the last couple of months I've actually been looking all over the internet for the best electric mountain bike I can get my hands on. Something which is good, reliable, good battery, plenty of power. He does a 5 to 6 mile round trip every day to get here to work. In that round trip there's quite a few hills on the way here and on the way back to his house in the next village. He lives 2 to 3 villages away from here. So I thought, let's get him an electric mountain bike for his birthday. So on Tuesday the 1st of June, which he tells me is the first day of summer, that is his 60th birthday. So I wanted to get him a mountain bike. So I started calling around and looking at different brands, and I found this brand called Eskute. And I reached out to Eskute and I said, look, I know it sounds a bit cheeky, but I'm looking for an electric mountain bike anyway, so I want to buy one. But this is my channel, a bike thing. We deal in motorbikes, but you know, I don't mind throwing in the odd electric bike here and there. And they kindly have given me this bike. So I've got this for free, which is fantastic. Obviously I have to do a review, so I've put the bikes together, I've assembled it. I've gone out and done 15 miles on it yesterday. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, bearing in mind, I used to have a road bike. I used to go out nearly every day on my road bike with my clip-on shoes and all the gear, going through all the villages at 40 miles an hour. Yeah, I think I did do a speeds of like around about 30 to 40 miles an hour on that thing. It was rapid. Don't do it anymore. I've got a very, very nice mountain bike indoors myself, but I don't get out on there anywhere near as much as I should. And it's mainly because I'm not as fit as I used to be, and as soon as you get a little bit of a hill, it's like it absolutely knackers you out. And I know that's the whole idea. When you exercise, you're supposed to get knackered, but you don't want to be too knackered out, and it can put you off just getting on the bike and going for a quick spin on it. However, this thing, it's remarkable. I did 15 miles yesterday and I wasn't knackered. Yeah, I was out of breath at certain stages because you're still having to work, but nowhere near as hard as if you're on a bike. What I want to do very quickly, I think I need to tighten my, pull that out, put that back in so it's a bit higher up, tighten that nut just there, lock it into place. There we go. Oh, that's much better. I've had it on the wrong height this whole time. Right. Oh, there we go, electric power kicks in and we're off again. Goodness me, oh, that's so much better. Now I'm a lot higher up on the seat. Little things like that. I just pulled away from that hill incline there in 3rd gear. If I was on my normal bike, I would have had to change gear just to pull away or stand up on my pegs, whereas the electric power kicked in to help me get up that little incline. Makes all the difference. It's interesting because I've done this route before on my normal bike, and I've got a very expensive Cube. Cube is a quite expensive brand of push bikes, and I'd normally be out of breath. I couldn't have this. I couldn't speak to the GoPro right now. I've been going now for 11 miles, and I'm not out of breath. So in position 5, like power level 5, that's the top power, gives you 96% power. For some reason it won't give you 100% power. And I'm in 5th gear, doing a steady 15 miles per hour. Am I working? I would say yes, I am working. I can certainly feel my legs working, but nowhere near as much as they would be if I was on a conventional non-powered bike. So the front suspension is really coming into its own now. I can feel that. It's taken out all those bumps under the grass. I don't know why I'm standing really. I suppose the rear hasn't got the suspension, but the front has, and you can really feel it just smooths it right out. Right, now because I'm about to go into the woods, I'm going to put this only on help level 2, maybe 1 or 2, because I don't want this thing like getting away with me. So I think that's probably a wise thing. I'm just coming easy through here. Okay, so this is a bit of a tip just to show you how good this is. So I've got a load of baggage on me. I've got this bag here on my left hand, and I've got another bag over my right shoulder, and I've got my camera as well, and the GoPro. So I've got my hands are full. And then I've also got this relatively heavy bike because of the battery. It's quite hard to push, isn't it? And it's quite hard to ride because I want to be using these. I don't want to keep packing them. I'm moving along the forest. It's a forest, yeah. So it's a lot of wood. But I don't want to keep putting everything back in the bag. So all I'm going to do here is put up the kickstand. So kickstand goes up. And then I'm going to hold down the minus key on the keypad. And then it just projects itself. Watch. There we go, it's wheeling itself. So I'm not pushing the bike at all. It's just going at a walking pace for me. So I can walk with my hands full of everything without pushing the bike. All I'm doing is guiding the bike. I'm not actually pushing it, I'm just guiding it. Okay, so I've only got this on assistant 1, also on power rating 1, and I'm having to work quite a little bit here because it's only kicking in a low percentage of power. So we're now going to put it into 3. Oh, wow. I'm still having to pedal, but half the work. The difference, that's really, really good. It seems a shame to give this away, but our Dave, he's an absolute gem. You know, when you get a member of staff that you just can't let them go. You've got to look after those people. And this will bring him lots of joy. I know for sure every day he cycles to work. And this is going to really help him out. And what's really good is that as soon as you stop pedaling, it cuts the power. As soon as you apply the brakes, it cuts the power. So you've got all those safety modes in there. As soon as you pedal, it just kicks in. Right, here we go again. Oh yeah. Uphill. And 3 is pushing me all the way up. Thank you, 3. This is great. This is really good. And those tyres are eating up all their loose twigs and branches on the ground and stones. It's remarkable. I'm very, very pleased with it. Very impressed. Oh, I just popped up to 4. It's absolutely flying through this. Flying through it. I'm not even having to work hard. Well, that hill without even trying. Crazy. Crazy. Love it. And check out that horn. So let me show you around this bike, and later on, if you stick with this video, you'll see me gifting this to Dave, our groundsman, as a present for his 60th birthday. Stay tuned. So as we start looking around the bike, you'll notice it's got a kickstand. Pretty handy to have a kickstand on your bike. So just show you this in operation. Obviously it's got 2 wheels. Pretty nice wheels, nice big chunky tyres as well. Very impressed with them. It's got disc brakes. Okay, they're not hydraulic, so they're cable assisted disc brakes, which I wouldn't say are fantastic, but probably the same as any ordinary bike. But as soon as someone says disc brakes to me, you've got to bear in mind, if it's not hydraulic, well, it's not going to be as powerful as a motorbike for braking, but it does the job. Cable assisted disc brakes, wavy disc brakes as well, pretty cool. Then we've got the 7-speed Shimano gearbox. Can I call it a gearbox? 7-speed Shimano gears, SIS index. Now, what you find with this bike is a lot of people don't know how to ride an electric bike. Well, the thing is, maybe you're overthinking it, because it's actually not difficult at all. Just forget it's electric and just ride it. If you feel like you need to be in 1st gear, 2nd gear, 3rd gear, because it's getting a bit too difficult, well then put it in 1st, 2nd or 3rd gear, because this bike will still tell you that you're going up a hill. You still have to kind of work, but you feel the motor assist, and not just a little bit, quite a lot, depending on what number you have it on the display. Now, as I show you the display, you've got 3 buttons. You've got on and off, and you've got plus and minus. Now, plus and minus, as I touch the plus, I can take it from 1 right up to 5. Now, when you put it on 5, that gives you full assistance from the motor. It will kick in all the power it's got to help you all over the place. Now, I've got to be honest, now I've done 15 miles on it, on the road and in the forest, I would leave it on 5 all the time that you are riding on the road. And then when you're going off-road, put it in either 1 or 2. I wouldn't go any higher than 1 or 2, because you need to be more in control of the pedaling, more in control of the speed that you're doing when you're off-road, because I found having it in 5, it can push you a little bit too fast into areas where there might be a tree right in front of you. Whereas when you're on the road, you've got a little bit more time to think. So having that power is really, really helpful, especially on those hills and you can see far up ahead and you know where you're going. I had it in 5. All you have to do is turn the pedals. That's it. Now, if you can't turn pedals, then forget it. Biking is not for you, full stop. But it's not difficult. You never have to stand up, even though you'll see me in the video standing up. You just don't need to stand up. You just keep on turning the pedals. And obviously, because you've got the suspension, well then that's another reason why you just don't need to stand up, because you're not being thrown around all over the place, because those front forks are really soaking up all of those knocks, all of those bounces from the road. So with it in 5, you pull away in 1st or 2nd gear, and as you pick up speed, because you'll find in setting 5, this will help you get to a very moderate speed very quickly. Then you start punching through the gears through to 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And in the 7th gear, that's basically like a cruising speed. You've got it's nice and level. You can use 7th gear on a slight incline if you really want to. You probably find that 5 or 6 would be just perfect for that. And if you're going downhill, well, then you're going to have it in 7th gear anyway. And then you've got the momentum of travel anyway, because you're going downhill. You'll find the motor won't even kick in. One of the safety points I'd like to point out with this, which I found very important, because as you can see, I put my dad on this bike. Now, my dad's 74 years old. He loved it and he wants one. really feel the difference uphill, can't you?
Yeah.
Because
It's absolutely incredible.
the courtyard's on quite a slope. How old are you? 73?
74.
74.
Fine.
But it's still giving you, it's still exercising.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still having to work out, but you're not having to work as hard,
I
which would put you off cycling, wouldn't it?
Absolutely love it.
And he's still in his slippers.
Yeah, I'm still in my slippers.
Oh look, and he wants to do more, which is a good thing for fitness, yeah? Takes all the hard work out of that hill, and you've got that on the lowest assistance.
I'm not going out there.
That's on the lowest assistance, number 1 down here, so look at that. That's on number 1, but you can go to number 5. So, and number 5, it goes faster.
I am puffed.
Which is good, you know, you don't want to overdo it. I also put my brother on this. He loves it. He wants one. I'll show you some clips of those. This is my brother, Sean, and he is my older brother before you start speculating and offending me.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you're 4 years older. He's been dying to take it out for a spin, haven't you, Sean?
I have.
Yeah, so just to let you know, he hasn't even ridden it yet, so he has no idea what to expect. So we're going to go out on it with Power 1. Already done 15 miles on it, that's me. We've got half a battery still on here, so it's probably just over half a battery to be fair. Starting off in first gear. Right, let's see what you're doing then, mate. Go for it. Can you feel it? No, if you stop pedalling, you can feel the power go, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, now with the plus button on that LCD,
Yeah.
just put it up to 5.
Wow.
It's got some poke, isn't it? Do you want to go out on the road?
Yeah, do. Which way am I going to go up here?
Go whichever way you want. Now, for the record, my brother Sean is very unfit. Now, he's got it in Power 5, which is going to be giving him loads of assistance, but obviously you have to pedal at the same time. So he's going to be feeling it a little bit. Now, Sean does not play up to the camera, so you're going to get a complete honest opinion on this right now. He's smiling. He's definitely smiling.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
You out of breath? A little bit.
Yeah.
What you need to do is now turn it off, turn all the power off and do that same run again. I've got to take this phone call quickly. What do you think then?
Really impressed.
Yeah?
Makes a huge difference when the battery's on.
So when did you switch it back on when you were down there?
No, I went the whole way up
Without power, yeah.
And then came back with it on. It just kicks in.
Yeah.
No, very impressed.
It just means you can stay out for longer, doesn't it? It means you can like just keep cycling for longer and longer and longer.
Yeah.
And you can get up any hill, doesn't matter what hill you come to, it just gets you up the hill. Yeah, cool.
No, I like it.
The important thing that I want to know is, like with a car, you take your foot off the accelerator or you put in the clutch. Same with a motorbike. Now with a push bike, I need to know that when you stop pedaling, does the motor stop propelling you forward? On this, it does. I don't know about other bikes, but as soon as you stop pedaling, the motor stops assisting. Then, as soon as you pull either of the front brake or the rear brake, the motor also stops assisting. So you know straight away you've got this fail-safe in your mind. As soon as you stop pedaling, as soon as you apply the brakes, the motor will actually stop propelling you forward. So you're not going to get into any scrapes. There is in the kit a twist throttle. You can pull this current grip off and put the twist throttle on. I did put it on and it plugs straight into a blank harness plug just here on the front. So you can plug it into that and then you can literally twist and go. A bit like having a moped, if you like. I started fitting it and I didn't like the feel of it myself personally, and I thought to myself, this is a push bike, let's just keep it as a push bike. We still need to pedal, so you need to pedal to make it work. We don't want to be sitting there not moving our feet and twisting the grip throttle. Maybe that's just my own personal opinion. We still need to be having a workout. Now you'll notice in the video that my seat post kept dropping when I was riding it. Now I'm over 17.5 stone. I'm probably cracking on for 18 stone if I'm honest. Since that video, I've actually tightened up the nut this side, but it's a quick release on here, so you can pull the post out. So these aren't scratches, it's just dusty. So you pull the post out, you set your height, and then you've got a quick release clamp there, and that locks it in place. Like I say, in the video of me riding it, I needed to tighten this nut here. I didn't have any spanners on me on that journey. Now I've got very dirty hands. So if you're on the road and you don't want to have these front forks bouncing up and down, you've got a simple lockout mechanism on the top of the fork, and it turns it absolutely solid. I like to have that off, so you've got this whole movement here. You've also got a very cool front headlight, and that is actually very, very bright. And you've got the horn, which is pretty loud as well for a standard bike horn. So you can see there's wires going everywhere because the bike is electric. It's 48-volt battery running this bike. Now with the charging, you can remove the battery and put it on charge. It comes with a set of 2 keys. You put the key in the side here, you release the battery and you can put it in charge in the house. Alternatively, on this side of the bike, you can just plug the battery charger straight into it and stick it on charge. Now, I'm very impressed. I've done just shy of 16 miles on this and I've got over half a battery power, and it shows you on the display screen on the handlebar, so you can see how much power you've got. Another thing which I find really, really good is because battery bikes, they're going to be heavy because the lithium battery is heavy. So to lift this up, I think it's 25 kilograms. This is quite heavy. So let's just say, for instance, you've got lots of things in your hands, and I've actually did some video on this yesterday when I was in the woods. I had various cameras on me and I didn't want to keep on putting everything back in my bag. If you don't want to push along like this, all you do is you press your thumb down on the minus button. Let's get in far side of the shot. I'm pressing my thumb down on the minus button, and after 2 seconds, it starts propelling itself. I'm not pushing this, it's propelling itself. And just to show you that was no trick, if I pick up the back wheel and I'm going to press the minus button, watch the back wheel, and this is a decent walking pace. Now I did try to walk slower with it, so if I was a slower walker, and that's fine, it does hold back for you, which is quite good. So if I press the minus button now, it's propelling itself forward and I'm walking a bit slower, and it's still trying to push, you know, the bike is, I can hold the bike back. It's not dangerous, it's not trying to get away from me, so to speak. It comes with the wheel reflectors, a rear reflector. It comes with a rear light as well, which I haven't put on this right now, but it does come in the box with it. It's just really, really easy to ride. I'm very impressed with it. The paint work is very, very nice. All the welding you can see on the details is to a very high quality. I'm impressed with it. I think I saw a video on this where someone refers to it as a cheap Chinese electric bike, because electric bikes can cost anywhere upwards from like £5,000 to £6,000 for some brands, whereas this is a lot cheaper than a standard electric bike which you can get from elsewhere. But I'm really pleased with it, and I could see myself riding this lot. So although I'm giving this one away to Dave, there will be a couple more in order from me, because I know my dad wants one, and I know my brother wants one, and I want one, and I'm sure my wife will want one as well. And I haven't even shouted about it yet to many people, so I've got a funny feeling a few of these are going to be turning up quite soon. Now, when I spoke to Eskute, they said to me, yeah, Steve, we're going to give you a bike so you can do a nice review for us and mention all the various things and on the bike. But they also said to me, everyone you sell, we can do some sort of conversion with you and give you a kickback, so I gain a commission. I told them I wasn't interested in that, mainly because that's not my route business. I'm about BMW GS's, KTM's, Denali lights and stuff. So if you want one of these and you are serious about your fitness and you're thinking to yourself, do you know what, that'd actually be a really, really great way to get back into my fitness, because, you know, we're not getting any younger, the belly's getting a little bit bigger, and we're finding it a bit harder, we keep jumping in the car, we keep jumping on the motorbike. This would be a really good time for you to say, go on then, let's invest in my health, let's invest in my fitness and get that bike. If you use the code down below, I think it's a bike thing 50, a bike thing 50. I'll put it in the link in the description. If you go through it and purchase this bike and use that code, there'll be a load of money off on it for you. Let's show you Dave receiving his brand new 60th birthday present. So Dave's already started work today, and we're going to go around and surprise him. So today actually is his birthday, 1st of June. Got his birthday card. Happy birthday.
Oh, she's embarrassing.
New bike for you.
Very good.
How cool is it?
Hang on a second, it's fully electric, Dave.
Looks good.
What's it like to be 60? Does it feel like the new 40?
Same as when I was 20. Very nice. I'll take that home and put it with my other card.
Right, so do you want to have a quick go on it? I can lower the seat for you. Do you want it lower?
Yeah, I'll do it a bit lower.
Okay, so it's a quick release just here. Around about there. It will go lower still.
Where do you want me to ride it?
We'll just have a sit on it first, make sure it's okay.
No, fine.
Yeah?
What do I do?
Right, so on here, yeah, you hold it down for a few seconds until you...
Oh, yeah.
You've got it? And just use the gears normally. As soon as you stop pedaling, the power cuts away. As soon as you brake, it cuts away.
Quick, mind you, want to get used to it.
But just go down the end of the road and turn right, as if you're going up the road. You'll feel it.
Go quick.
Yeah, but you're in control of the power. Use the gears. I think he likes it. Is this 60 today, eh? 60 years. Apparently they say it's like being 20 years old, but just 3 times as fun. Right, okay, so I'll get him as he cycles back up the lane. Here he comes.
Past you.
Inmates, I'll see you in the next video.